And with that, welcome back to TXR, Tokyo Extreme Racer 1.0 full release. Here we are, full playthrough, let's go. I'm going to reset my save file for this. I got everything backed up, so no biggie. Unless I made a mistake, let's hope not. And we are going to go with challenge mode, which is basically, it's been the default for early access. This is the one that was added after, and it doesn't really do that much apart from giving us some level restrictions on what we can upgrade until we beat certain bosses. But yeah, let's do this. Let's get into this and let's get going. Enjoy the music. I'm sorry, but this song really feels like something that should play after you win a race. Like, you've just done a big event and you're now on your victory lap, and that's what playing this game feels like. So, yeah, I wanna go for Swift here. I mean, honestly, not really, because the car I really want is a Toyota. To be precise, the Toyota Corolla 11. So this one's sibling and the one that is not available here. So what I'm gonna do instead is get the Suzuki, treat that as a bit of a lease car, and then just try and get the one that I want, sell this one again and go from there. Is that a smart idea? Certainly not. But it's one that I wanna go with anyway, so here we are. Picking a different color. I mean, we got two-tone colors, so why not? I like that red. That looks nice. License plate, I noticed one thing in particular with this one. Basically, since we are now getting the bad names and having them customizable, you can reuse the whatever area name you pick first, so I wanna go with Naniwa. Not that I really know much about the region or anything, but I mean, yeah, it's for a rival and I'm using that all the time, so why not? We might never use it again. There might also be ways to get the other ones, I'm not entirely sure. I don't really have any idea how you would do that, but let's go with what we have here. Buy the Swift and then, yeah, let's go from here into the tutorial. Shouldn't take too long, and then we can just try handling things how we want. Of course, I'm going to be driving with the additional rules on and having to do some temperature management. Nothing too crazy. I also tend to go with hard tires. I mean, early on, the car isn't fast to begin with, so there shouldn't be any problem here. But let's see how far we can get here and yeah, just... I mean, these are the first steps here. Okay, these scenes, now that it's the full thing, now that we can do a full playthrough and everything, it has a bit more gravity to it, doesn't it? At least for me it has. But yeah, I don't really expect the first few things here to be too different from what we are used to. In the end, the main difference is that they rebalanced how battle points are earned and how much you need in order to unlock certain things. You get a lot more, but everything is also quite a bit more expensive. So that will be the main thing for me to experience here, but everything else we'll just have to see about. So let's just get rid of this challenger and then go from there. I think I wanna visit the outer loop first. Yeah, first we're gonna deal with this guy. And you know what? To be a bit tactical, I need to go through the stuff here first. I mean, I'm supposed to just go back into the garage, and that's really the thing you should be doing here. But I think I maybe wanna go just a tiny bit further to get myself a next entry point here. Because that's always going to be useful. And if needed, I would like the option to not come out behind somebody that I've already beaten. I think that should have been it. Let's go just a bit further. I mean, I could also check the map real quick. Might just be this one here. I might be mistaking it for the one on the other direction. There we go. So that's all that I really wanted now. We are going to start by getting onto the other route and going from there. But first up, there's an introduction to a very important lady to be had here. I won't be reading through all of this, you can do that, stop the video if you want to. But yeah, there is so much dialogue in here, it's a bit much. I don't want to make this into a reading exercise. The important thing is, she saw us do the battle, thinks we have a certain sparkle others don't have, and wants to see how we get along. And also asking us, why do we even race? Which is going to be a reoccurring question. And at some point, once we find the answer, she wants to hear it from us on the road and challenge us in battle. And now we are Naniva's Amateur. Interesting, I remember only getting the name Naniva's Beginner. Is that maybe because I drove a bit further and already unlocked something else? But yeah, the thing is with the bed name change, we can now pick these things individually from each other, so maybe at some point I'll be Naniva's Destroyer, King, whatever. Right now I'm just the Amateur and I'll just have to pick this one, because there's nothing else available. But yeah, let's get onto this route and go from there. I mean, right now I could already make use of the second entry point, because going back into this one, we are just going to encounter the same guy as before again, and that's really not helping. I mean, we get a bit of money, we get a bit of BP, but in the end, progress is by defeating new rivals. Honestly, come to think of it, I would also like to do something different with this playthrough when it comes to the liveries. If you defeat a team, you get their full logo and all of that. And I would like to put it on one of my fenders or something, just like a stamp that I eliminated them with that car. And for that I would actually need that car before defeating any teams, so maybe there will be a bit of an interlude between this episode and the next, where I just grind out a bit of money and get myself the next car. Because in the end, as I mentioned, I would like to get rid of this one here again. Ah, come on. Proud Challenger has nothing on me. But yeah, the problem with my plan is that you can't really sell cars that you are driving right now, so in the end you're always limited to having at least one car. Meaning that I cannot just sell this one and then try to buy the next one from that money. I need to get the money beforehand, buy the next one and then sell this car, and then I can do what I set out to do here. I'm pretty sure I made the suggestion about getting both the Sprinter Trueno and the Corolla 11 as a starter option. Oh, that might actually be a 11. Let's just see. We got a bit of time. We can challenge a few regular traffic cars here. Just gonna make sure that I'm not overheating the car in the meantime. Yeah, that's 11. Alright, let's see. This thing shouldn't be too strong. And if you're wondering why it's not a good idea to buy 11 from the start, I mean, it's the same tier of cars I'm driving right now, and you really wanna go for something better. I could also go for one of these boxy cars and basically downgrade. I don't think that would be a good idea either. That might actually be worse. The only good thing that comes from that is those cheaper, slower cars also have cheaper upgrades. So they might be able to do something with that, but yeah. Usually it's a safe bet. Just keep the starter car until you can afford something that's stronger and better. Don't downgrade. Okay, that's the nameless one, and that's the next one. Ha, nice. Perfect. I'm a bit high in my water temp, but I hope this won't be detrimental. If I overheat too much, it's going to put the whole thing into a safety mode, and that's just way slower. So let's try and finish this one quickly. Clean driving bonus, clean cornering, whatever. Can I maybe also get some near misses in? That's nice. Also, the interesting part about near misses in this game. Please. This is a rental. Please stop destroying it. I need to get this back to the dealer. I mean, it doesn't really matter. The interesting thing about near misses in this game, when you approach a car like that, you basically need to be on collision course and then really go and miss it. If you are just driving in parallel to the car, then it's most likely not going to give you the bonus, even if you get real close to it. Okay, get another one defeated. The water is really getting hot now. So I'm just gonna put it into high gear to be in the low rev range and let it coast for a bit. I was hoping that the water temperature would come down rather quickly. And yeah, we are now up against our first live walk over here. But we try to cool down the engine a little bit, and thank you autopilot for just completely stopping. I got a bit of a problem with the live walks in this game, especially early on, because these are really 280 horsepower all-wheel drive powerhouses. Like, these are basically WRXs with a bit of an extended trunk. So we shouldn't really be encountering them, because realistically we shouldn't have any chance with our old starter car, which is about half as powerful as the Levorg. And we now got Honda in the game. And I was really hoping that specifically this team would either see all the cars replaced or maybe replace the entire team and move it up to a later stage. But no, this is still the same as before, and I don't know if that's something that they don't care about, if part of the lore is supposed to be that these guys are really awful at the driving part here, because any Levorg driver within traffic will be much faster than them. But really, I think the best solution would have been to get an early game Honda team in here. Like, not having Honda in the early part of the game, like the first half of it potentially. Just no. But yeah, that's something that I still need to find out, if maybe we will encounter Hondas here and there. I get that it's most likely just going to be through Wanderers, but maybe there's something else that might happen. I don't know if there's maybe another team thrown in here or there. That would be really nice. But yeah, these guys I shouldn't be able to win at all. I mean, yeah, I just lost most of my SP bar. But in the end, I'm in the lead now and I'm going to take this home. I mean, that's at least a good amount of money. But yeah, in past games we had Hondas in this place at this point, so that really worked out quite well. And right now the Levorgs are just overkill, and they are also, in my opinion, overused in this game. Okay, let's see, we might be able to do something against this guy. Although one of the MX-5s has like a sport trim, and that might be a bit better than mine, so gotta be careful. But yeah, I wanna do battle here, so let's try and win this. I mean, it might just have been the corner, but I'm definitely going to win this one. So that turned out alright. Another 21k or something. 22k even. Next Levorg. I mean, we are close to overheating on water, so I'm not entirely sure if I should attempt it right now or maybe let it coast for a while. Just going into autopilot again. Maybe if there was a lower trim Levorg, that would have been an idea. I'm pretty sure that one, that looks like the older version, which is also like a higher trim than the newer one. So that thing is more like 300 something horsepower. Even stronger than the other, but yeah, I don't know. Although honestly, I'm really happy that they didn't go with multiple trims anymore. That was kind of annoying in the old TXRs, like in Zero, where you could basically you would be able to buy a lot of different cars early on, but usually rivals later on would have a higher trim version of that, and they would also still be a bit better once you upgrade them. So the question is, do you, just because one might be a bit lighter or slightly more powerful, do you want to wait until you get the higher trim unlocked? Or do you want to buy the other one like 10 hours earlier? And if you buy the other one earlier, are you willing to maybe let go of it once you get the better one? It's just kinda... it's a shitty situation. And I'm glad that it doesn't happen with this one anymore. There are a few things here and there, but it's usually at least like a facelift or something. Very often you just get one version per generation, like R40, the R32 Skyline, R33, R34, and then 3 versions of the R35, but hey, that thing lasted a lot longer than the others. Okay, we got 35 BP, and I mean there is other cars there, but maybe I should return to the garage and actually check out how much money I need. It's not gonna be below 1 million, so we are definitely going to need more. But yeah, let me check out the perk system here. Toyota should be very far to the right here. There it is. Okay, almost 2.2 million. That's going to take a while, and this thing already costs 14 battle points. So yeah, that will take a moment to get to, but I mean, maybe I can invest the battle points until then and just get something good here, like some battle rewards. Rivals price increased by 10%, I'll take it. I could also go with another 10% on top. Maximum capacity up to 50 million, yeah, I don't need that yet. Yeah, increasing to 1000, that's not really necessary. 152, 255. Okay, I remember saying that with the last update, going up to 2000 with BP capacity is completely useless because you don't need that. Now that there are cars that cost about 120 BP, going up to 2000 still feels absolutely useless, and I don't get why we would go even beyond that. Perfect bonus increased by 12%, don't need that. Rewards for consecutive battle wins, that might be worth it. What else do we have? Technical bonus increases slightly, that might be good. Victory rewards aren't all that amazing. But some of these here. I mean, perfect bonus is kinda hard to get, so getting more money that way would be alright. Can't really get this one yet. And if I buy something else, we are basically stuck with not enough BP, so maybe I just need to win another battle. But yeah, that might just be the move for now. Nothing even here. Can't do that one. This is against somebody that I already beaten. Okay, this is a really shitty setup. I can go with this one. There's at least a new guy somewhere in front of me. Yeah, that seems to be the best choice. I don't just wanna drive around and not have anybody to challenge. So you might have to do this one. Also, I cannot get any BP from traffic drivers. So while I can maybe get a bit of money there, it's not going to help me unlock more skills or anything. I can still grind repeat encounters for more stuff, and I might be doing that just to get my real starter car before actually beating any teams or so. Just to do the stamp thing, putting the logo onto a fender, as if I killed the entire team. But yeah, we'll have to see about everything else here. I'm not entirely set on everything that I want to do here. I got a few ideas though. Okay, next up, what do we have here? Levorg, WRX, or any of the challengers? That looks like a Levorg. Oh no, that's actually the WRX. I mistook the spoiler for a roofline. Good job there. Really good job. Okay, yeah, but overall, I mean, this is going well. I'm just wondering how many repeat battles I need to do in order to get enough money to buy the car before starting to beat the other teams, because I'm going to run out of team members to beat here decently quickly. But yeah, now I got 26 points, so I could theoretically go back to the garage and get myself another payout increase. I mean, right now I don't really need too much else. And we are getting 5 points for every new encounter, so with BP, as long as I'm not investing into anything stupid, we should be good here for a while. I mean, that would need 28 points. So let's see, victory reward isn't great, or at least it wasn't the last time. Technical bonus is actually happening quite a lot. So that would be worthwhile. Let's just do that. But yeah, 24 points seems like the next best thing to invest into. And maybe I should also consider putting some points into just unlocking the Corolla. But you know what, I think I'm going to end the episode here and just go into a bit of a grind. Just repeating the battles that I've done already, maybe encounter 1 or 2 new guys, but trying to not really finish off any team quite yet. And next time around we should come back to me having enough money and points to really do something here. Again, this is really just me doing my own weird little playthrough thing here. Not anything that I would recommend for anybody else, but sometimes I just like doing weird shit, and this is one of those instances. So I hope you're here for it. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time. Until then, as always, have a good one, and bye bye.